Number 1, the hips must remain close to the surface at all times. We could go over this point alone for 3 or 4 videos, but let's save you time so you can spend more of it in the water correcting your technique. Keeping the hips very close to the surface in breaststroke is one of the most important and challenging skills of this stroke. Eslam sent us a video to see if we could improve his technique. Remember that we do this once a month, and people who are members of the channel receive priority of this video analysis. Even though we don't have an underwater video to appreciate the true depth of this, I can still see that Eslam's hips are too low. Many people have this mistake when they swim breaststroke. For this particular case, spine mobility doesn't seem to be an issue, and one clue is in his feet. They actually come out of the surface sometimes. This gives me information about the rest of his body. His feet and chest out of the surface at the same time means his whole body is arched back too much. We do have to arch our backs a little to get the head and shoulders out, but the feet out means he is overdoing it. This position means the front part of the core, mainly the abs, are too stretched and relaxed. This is not optimal because very soon they will have to contract, and it will take more time to go from fully arched to a tight streamlined position, shooting the arms forward. On the next few frames, we can see that the arms are shooting forward, but the lower spine is still arched. This puts the whole body in an uphill position at the moment of the propulsion with the kick. The kick is the main thing that could bring the hips up, but if the body is not in a good horizontal position before the start of the kick, the hips will remain low. Having the hips low means fighting against the water. This is a lot of wasted energy. So what can we do to fix this? Well, you have 3 options. Trying to keep the abs tighter. I don't mean super tight where you cannot get the head out, but a little tighter. To fix it, try kicking freestyle with breaststroke arms for at least 6 25s and do this exercise at least 10 workouts to begin to notice the difference. The second method is lifting them at the end of the kick to the point where the hips are touching the surface. If you know how to do butterfly kick, you should try this exercise to fix it. Butterfly kick with breaststroke arms. Do at least 6 laps during 5 workouts, the more the better, but trying to keep the hips up while the feet are going down. One last way to fix it is to have the neck more in line with the rest of the spine, all the way to the tailbone. Our heads are very heavy, and if you move them too much back and forth, you will waste energy and the hips won't be connected to the counter movement where the head goes down and the hips go up. You can put a tennis ball between your neck and your chin. Do this for 4 laps for at least 5 workouts. The second most important thing in breaststroke is the timing. There is essentially 2 ways to swim breaststroke. One with glide and the other with almost no glide. These are the 2 extremes. If you have strong arms and you're swimming short distances, you need to glide less. If your legs are strong and you're swimming 200 breaststroke, you need to glide more. There are 3 parts to the stroke. One where your arms are shooting forward, the other is the glide, and the other is the pull. The kick has also 3 parts: bending, extending, and gliding. Here are the timings. The bending of the legs takes place while the arms are shooting forward. Exactly when the torso is positioned to glide, then the kick starts extending. The glide is done while the arms are pulling. Here's the timing for 2 world record holders. One is for the 200 long course and one is for the 50 short course. Eslam sent 2 videos, one with more glide and the other with almost no glide. On the one with almost no glide, the shooting forward and the pulling are a bit too slow compared to the Olympians. But at this level, it's not bad. If you want to speed it up while maintaining a good distance per stroke, you'll need more strength. For breaststroke, the 2 main exercises that could help the arms are pull-ups and all types of bench presses, including push-ups. The timing of the kick is a bit off. The legs begin to recover too soon while the arms are still pulling. The extension of the kick starts also too soon while the arms are still shooting forward. To fix this, we can think of kicking when the head is fully submerged. Do this at least 4 laps of full breaststroke, thinking about kicking when the head is down. The third most important part is the movement of the legs. The good part of the second video is that the legs come up after the kick. The bad part is that the knees go wider than the feet, and the left leg is faster than the right. In the first video, both legs are moving at the same time, but the legs are not coming up after the kick. The legs in breaststroke stop almost all the momentum. This happens even to the best swimmers. That's why we want to hide the knees behind the feet the whole time they're not creating a propulsion. That means during the glide and during the bending of the knees. If the knees go too wide, you'll stop all the momentum even further. You will kick too wide and your knees and groin will have more resistance and a higher risk of injury. The exercise we recommend is kicking with a pull buoy between the knees. Do this between 4 to 6 laps for at least 3 workouts. On land, a test you can do to see if your hips, knees, and feet are flexible enough to swim fast breaststroke is sitting with your feet out on the floor. But be very careful with this, since it is a strange position and can cause injuries if done too fast or with too much force. This might have been too dense of a video and hard to remember all the exercises and tips. So I created a checklist for you to understand this at a glance and to keep track of the things corrected. To gain access to this checklist, you just have to watch this advertisement first. Or if you want to see another video analysis we have done, click here. See you there. Swim fast.